What if the reason most traders fail has nothing to do with their strategy? A former Wall Street analyst once quit his job, took $400,000 in savings, and bought a proven trading system from a well-known mentor. The backtests were clean. The rules were automated. Within 60 days, he had $100,000 left. The system wasn't broken. He was using someone else's map to solve his own problem. And that one idea is the thread running through everything in this video. You don't trade the market, you trade your own psychology. Let's break down why that happens and what to do about it. Here's an uncomfortable stat. Roughly 90% of traders lose money, even though nearly all of them have access to strategies that work. So the system usually isn't the problem. Every strategy is built on assumptions about risk, about patience, about how often you're willing to be wrong. Most people don't actually know what they believe about those things, so they copy a system built for someone else's temperament and then wonder why they can't stick to it. Think of it like shoe size. A great shoe on someone else's foot can still give you blisters. The goal was never to find the best system. It's to find the one that fits you. Before you touch a strategy, you need clarity on 5 things. Risk tolerance, what drawdown actually makes you panic, not what you think you can handle. Decision speed, do you thrive making fast calls? Or do you need time to think? Winning versus being right. Can your ego handle losing 7 times to win big once? Emotional triggers. What makes you revenge trade or freeze up? Beliefs about money. Does it represent freedom to you? Security? Proof of your worth? Most people overestimate their risk tolerance right up until real money is on the line. Answer these honestly, not how you wish you were. Here's the deeper layer. A lot of self-sabotage in trading doesn't come from trading at all. It comes from old beliefs. Money is hard to keep. One mistake proves I'm a failure, often rooted in something from childhood or a past experience that has nothing to do with the market. These beliefs act like a background program quietly steering your decisions. When you hesitate, when you overtrade, when you snatch profits too early, you can't fix what you haven't named. So the exercise is simple. Write down what you actually believe about losing, about risk, about money, and where that belief came from. Most traders obsess over entries. That's not usually what blows up an account. Sizing is risk too much per trade, and 2 losses in a row will wreck you emotionally even before they wreck your account. Risk too little and you disengage. The right size is whatever amount lets you follow your own plan without fear or greed creeping in. A useful gut check. At what position size could you take 5 losses in a row and still think clearly? That number, not some generic 1% rule, is your real risk limit. A system that wins 90% of the time can still lose you money. A system that wins only 30% of the time can make you rich. It all comes down to expectancy, your average result per trade once you multiply win rate by average win and loss rate by average loss. But here's the part people skip. Even a mathematically sound system fails if you can't emotionally tolerate how it plays out. A high expectancy system with a low win rate means long losing streaks. Can you actually sit through those without abandoning it? If not, the math isn't the problem, the fit is. A backtest only proves the system worked on paper. It doesn't prove you can execute it live. So after you backtest the numbers, backtest yourself. How many losses in a row before you start doubting it? Can you accept being wrong more than half the time? Do you actually trust this approach, or are you just hoping it works? Most systems don't fail because the edge disappeared. They fail because the trader couldn't psychologically stay in them. Sabotage isn't laziness, it's often self-protection. Some traders unconsciously pull back right as they're about to succeed, because winning threatens an old identity, or because success feels like more pressure than they want to carry. The common patterns: overtrading after a win, revenge trading after a loss, skipping good setups out of fear, changing the system mid-streak, or burning out from trying to control everything. None of these get fixed by willpower alone. They get fixed by noticing the pattern early enough to interrupt it. A gambler reacts to wins and losses. A CEO runs a business with a clear vision, a repeatable process, and metrics that get reviewed regardless of mood. That means tracking more than just your win rate, your expectancy in R multiples, how often you break your own rules, and your emotional state after each session. What gets tracked gets improved. What gets ignored gets repeated. Bring it all together into one simple document. An identity statement, who you are as a trader even under pressure. Your system overview, market, time frame, entry and exit rules, risk per trade. A daily execution checklist. Your top sabotage patterns and a counter move for each. A weekly review. This becomes the thing you return to when emotions run high and memory fails, which in trading is often. Freedom was probably the reason you started trading in the first place. But freedom doesn't come from finding the perfect setup or hitting a big win. It comes from building self-trust first and letting the results follow. The market isn't the opponent. It's a mirror. And once you stop trying to beat it and start understanding what it reflects back at you, everything about how you trade starts to change. If you want to know what strategy I'm using to profit from the markets, utilizing the safest method I've discovered after over a decade of trading, you can join my Patreon group for free. The link is in the description box below.